Hey guys, Anton from Neliti here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to register for DOIs using Neliti. So let's get started. You're going to need to do three things before we even start here, and maybe you've already done these things by the time you've come across this video. The first thing you're going to need to do is create an institutional account using Neliti, and I'll drop the video below in the description how to do that. The second thing you're going to need to do is to create a journal, a repository, or a conference on Neliti, and I'll drop the video below how to do that as well. And the third thing you're going to need to do is to top up your account with Neliti tokens. And again, I'll drop the video down below. By the time you've done all those things, you'll have your beautiful Neliti website, whether it's a repository or a journal or a conference. In this case, it's a journal in Neliti. You'll have your account topped up with Neliti tokens, and by now you might have even uploaded some articles or imported some articles. So you've got a nice journal going on with a bunch of articles that have been uploaded or imported. Now, there are two stages to registering DOIs using Neliti. And when we register DOIs on Neliti, we can do it in one of two ways. We can point the DOIs either to our Neliti journal, so we could point it to this publication page here, for example, or we can point the DOIs to an external website that is not on Neliti. For example, we could point the DOIs to our Open Journal Systems website. And in this case, we can find the Open Journal Systems website of this article right here. And this article I've already registered a DOI for, but as you can see, this DOI, if we click it, it actually opens the Open Journal Systems page of the article. So Neliti is a very powerful tool. You can register DOIs for articles, and they can point to either your Neliti page or to an external website, such as your ePrints page or your Open Journal Systems page or your page on any other website. It is ultimately up to you where you point the DOI to. Now let's go through how to do that. Let's go back to our Neliti dashboard. We can exit all of these. And the first thing we're going to need to do to register your DOIs is click on Content here on the left and then go down to DOI Management at the bottom. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do if we want to register DOIs on Neliti is we want to subscribe to Neliti's proprietary DOI registration technology called DOI Tech. So click the DOI Tech Subscriptions tab here. You're going to need to subscribe to it here. So click the subscribe button. Your account will be deducted with your Neliti tokens for the subscription, but now you'll have an active DOI Tech subscription for your journal repository or conference, and you'll be able to see it lasts for 1 year with an expiration date, and you'll have your DOI prefix here. Now, DOI Tech subscriptions typically take anywhere between 1 day to 7 business days to activate. So you need to be patient here. Sometimes they can be activated right away. Other times we have to do a little bit of due diligence on the publisher just to make sure you're meeting DOI requirements. And that all takes, sometimes it can take up to a week. So at some point your DOI Tech subscription will be activated. Okay. Now I'm going to give you 2 examples of DOIs I want to register. The first is a DOI that I want to point to my Neliti website. Now, to do that, it's very, very simple. All I have to do is click DOIs here, go to my article, and simply click register. Now, things should work with success, but if they don't work, you'll receive an error report as to why the DOI hasn't registered properly. So some common reasons are, for example, the journal does not have an ISSN, or the ISSN was entered incorrectly. Maybe the article is missing some critical metadata, such as the authors or the date, something like that. We'll tell you why it failed, but most of the time, things should work perfectly fine. So if you want your DOI to point to the Neliti page, simply click register here, and within anywhere between 1 minute to about 5 minutes, you will have a shiny new DOI for your article. Now, the second case is for those who want to point their DOIs to a website that is not on Neliti.com, right? How we do that is quite simple. We simply go to our articles here. We grab the article that we want to register the DOI for. We go to the DOI section of the article. And then we select no, this article does not have a DOI. Then we select yes, we would like to register a DOI here. Now you have two options. You can choose, do you want your DOI to point to your Neliti journal, or would you like it to point to an external URL? In this case, for the sake of this video, we're going to make it point to an external URL. So I'm going to click that. Now you have the opportunity to enter the external URL you want it to point to. So I'm going to point this to a third-party OJS website, which I should be able to find somewhere on Google. Here we go. I'm going to point it to this page here, and I am going to enter that. Now simply click Save Changes and Register DOI. Now we can see that our DOI registration is in progress. So if I go to DOI Management and I look at the article here, a research on the relationship between tax revenues and etc., I can see that the DOI registration is currently processing. And stay tuned, because I'm going to pause this video for a minute while the DOI registers and then show you how things work once it has successfully registered. Okay, so I've waited 5 minutes, I'm back, and we can see here that I've got a beautiful new notification saying that my DOI has been successfully registered. So if we click this button here to view the DOI, we'll see that it actually points to the Open Journal Systems website. And if I visit this article on my Neliti website, let's find it, it's here. We'll see that the DOI is visible here. And if I click that, it'll again open the page on the third-party website. Now, if I click Register DOI here, again, it will register the DOI and point it to my Neliti page. That's this page. But if I go to my content and I find my article and I go to the DOI page and I point it to an external URL, now that's when I can now point it to the Open Journal Systems page. So if you are facing any difficulties whatsoever, you can always reach out to our support team via email at hello@neliti.com, and we'll be more than happy to help and troubleshoot with any issues you are facing. So good luck. We hope you enjoy using Neliti as much as we enjoy building it for you, and goodbye for now.